Hello and welcome to our year-end program Indradhanush presented by AID Cincinnati chapter. Before we start the program, couple of housekeepings. Kindly mute your device during the meeting. If you have any questions, type in the chat window box. You can also raise your hand. We will make sure we entertain your question. During this difficult period of COVID, we worked very hard to put this program together, mostly remotely. So kindly excuse us if there is any technical glitches that happens during the event. Before we start the actual program, we'll show a video, small video of Association for India Development.
जन तो तेने कही जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे
पर दुखे उपकार करे तो मन अभिमान
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कही जे पीड़ पराए जाने रे
Sorry, we started with a little bit technical glitch. My name is Shohini Palde. I'm a volunteer of AID Cincinnati. I will start with few words on the program. The word Indradhanush in Hindi means rainbow, a display of color of Mother Nature. Metaphorically, it also means harmony and balance. In sharp contrast to our current day life with global warming, pollution, and deforestation, indigenous people across the world continues to live their life in complete harmony with nature. We bring to you the folk culture of tribals and folk dance across the length and breadth of India. You will see costumes as colorful as rainbow. You will see their dance mimicking many forms of nature, for example, soft swaying of bamboos, martial arts, movement of fish, animals. You will hear lyrics narrating the spirits of forefathers and religious custom and their unique storytelling through painted arts using natural ingredients. Indradhanush presents Tribal Performing Arts of India. We have 4 excellent MC presenting here today, the program. Our first MC Ashish Jha. Ashish is a software engineer. He also is a program coordinator of Bharat FM. Ms. Anupama Mile, a dancer, mom, activist, and she enjoys dance from across the culture. Ms. Arpita Sule, she is an actor, model, filmmaker. She calls herself a woman of substance. Tapas Ray, by profession a research scientist in economics. He also loves to paint, act, and write poems. The stage is for Tapas.
Namaskar. We start with one of the ancient forms of folk art, a form of art where painting, singing, storytelling all get amalgamated together. Autochitras are ancient narrative arts where characters from myth, legends, epic, and history come to life. Though predominantly a folk art from rural Bengal, similar narrative arts exist as Kalam in Kerala and Warli in Maharashtra. Autochitra has been referred to in the Buddhist literature of the 1st century AD and Malvikagnimitram of the 4th century. Often traditional, often religious, often secular, often mystic, Sufi and Bao in nature. Pots also depict social awareness campaigns such as family planning and the evils of the dowry system. But what drags me more is its example as unity in diversity. The performers hail from various background, caste, and creed. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, all work together in harmony. Another hallmark is the use of natural colors such as chalk dust and metashindu. Come, let us begin our cultural journey today with a visual delight of colorful pot chitra.
পদ্ম ফুলে জন্ম নিল মনসা কুমারী, নাগের হলো খাট পলঙ্ক নাগের সিংহাসন, মঙ্গলা বড়ার পৃষ্ঠে দেবীরই আসন। কিন্তু আমরা জানি তো আমাদের এটা জীবিকা, আমাদের বংশপুরুষ করে আসছে, আমরা এটা ছাড়বো না, ধরে রেখেছি।
আদি মাতা গর্ব হলো হাবিল কাবিল জন্ম নিল, আবার দুই ভাই দুটি ধর্ম নিল, আবার দুই ভাই দুটি ধর্ম নিল। দেখো দেখো শাস্ত্রতে আছে প্রমাণ, এক মায়ের সন্তান।
সাথে যাবেন নদী কিনে খাবেন ভাত, ভাগা দেখুন তবে গো ঠাকুরে জগন্নাথ, ডাইনে আছে বলরাম মধ্যে ফগুনি। ভাঙিল তরুলো ডালো লক্ষণ ধরো শিরে, অরয় ছায়াইল কি চলো ধীরে ধীরে। পঞ্চপটির বনে রাম গো তুলিল হাউয়ালি, রাম সীতাই খেলছেন পাশা লক্ষণে প্রহরী।
গ্রামে পটিকার পাড়ায় পৌঁছে আমরা পেয়েছিলাম ভাটু চিত্রকর, কানন চিত্রকর, ময়না চিত্রকরদের। এই সমস্ত পটচিত্র আঁকার ক্ষেত্রে যে সমস্ত রং ব্যবহার করা হয়েছে তা এক কথায় অনবদ্য। কোনো রকমের রাসায়নিক রং কিন্তু এখানে ব্যবহার করা হয় না, সমস্তটাই প্রাকৃতিক রং। বেলের আঠার সাথে কাঁচা হলুদ মিশিয়ে তৈরি হয় হলুদ রং। চালকে ভেজে বা লণ্ঠনের কালির সাথে বেলের আঠা মিশিয়ে শিল্পীরা প্রস্তুত করেন কালো রং। শিউলি ফুলের নিচের কমলা অংশ থেকে সংগ্রহ করা হয় কমলা রং। শিউলি গাছের পাতা থেকে তৈরি করা হয় সবুজ রং। বিট ও পলাশ ফুল থেকে শিল্পীরা সংগ্রহ করেন লাল রং।
The human wish to express is infinite, and so are the media of expressions. From the delightful visual arts, we move to the performing art medium from Manipur. Pangcholam Sankirtan, performed by Maithei men, a community in Manipur, combines unique elements from the martial art tradition of Tamta and powerful movements from wrestling, graceful movements that reflect the breathtaking nature around them. Tree trunks are used to make percussion instruments all over India. Examples are Pakhavaj of Odisha, Dhol, Dholak of Himachal, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Nagar of Punjab, and the Mridangam of southern India. The double-headed pang is also made of tree trunks and is considered the king of musical instruments by some. Let us enjoy Pangcholam Sankirtan.
ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯡꯗꯤ ꯈꯣꯃꯩ ꯀꯧꯏ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯌꯨꯝꯅꯥꯛꯅ ꯁꯥꯔꯨꯡꯕꯝꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯎꯔꯩꯕꯤ ꯑꯋꯥꯡ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯅꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯏꯁꯥꯃꯛꯀꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇ ꯆꯍꯤꯁꯤ 63ꯔꯣꯝ ꯁꯨꯖꯔꯛꯑꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯜꯆꯔꯗ ꯁꯪꯀꯤꯔꯇꯣꯟꯁꯦ ꯀꯗꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯛꯀꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗ ꯂꯩꯁꯦꯝꯕ ꯍꯥꯛꯇꯛꯇꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯏ संगीतोल मियोबदुगी दुखदशा लाकदबा पुनमक इमुंगदुगी नत्रगा चखिबदुगी सिगी मंगोनगी मुददा हरिबा अखोगी नर संगीतोलसे लाई गुरु मयामसिना सेमगा थमबनी मंगाम तरा अमा तमदन लेरे तंबसे सही तरागी मथक एक लान के बद वारे मरमदी कुछ नहीं नौरी को इशा न थोली नौरी को वो इबंगमदे आज मखन मंगानी मंगा से सही तई ना नीता अखोई मणिपुर की पुंग सोलो ओजा गुरु मैम सेम सा थमीब अजू सेमजन लेबसी मपा लम की मीन अखोई मणिपुर की मीन येंगनिंग माबू येंगबगी पेन नाइदब अदुम लई मसी लेरिबई मरमदि करिनो हायबदा अखोई सिदा टोप टोप मागी मगुन लई तो मगुन से कनो हायदा अखोई पुंग सोलो मा करिगुम सेमो मतंदा चंगिब मजाक्सी थांगदगी तादगी मुंगादगी करिदगी अदगी सांगाना इसिंग इरुइबा अदगी लैमाइदा लिन चटो खोपा पुन मक्सिदगी वजा गुरु मयामना मागी साथी
Namaskar. From Manipur, let us go westward to the Sundarban in West Bengal. Sundarban is a mangrove area in the delta formed by the confluence of Ganga, Brahmaputra, and Meghna rivers in the Bay of Bengal. Sundarban National Forest and Tiger Reserve are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Of course, Sundarban is a popular tourist spot, but little is known about the people living there, like farmers, fishermen, seasonal laborers, and migrant workers. Several Adivasis also inhabit the land, and they use song and dance to preserve the memory of their original culture. Also, Bengal has a tradition of communal coexistence which stretches back centuries. This is exemplified by the goddess Bono Bibi, worshipped by both Hindus and Muslims. As you might know, Bon is derived from the Sanskrit word one, which means forest, and Bibi is used extensively by Muslims to address a woman respectfully. The Sundarban inhabitants have worshipped Bono Bibi to protect them from tigers and other dangers lurking in the jungle. Let us now take a look at the beautiful culture of Adivasi and Bono Bibi from the beautiful region of Sundarban.
আদিবাসী হানিকের এই সুন্দরবনে কপলক্ষ দেইকে হানি এই অনুষ্ঠানটা কেরিলা হানি বন্ধনা কেরিলা কি ভাই এই গানগুলো শুরু কেরিলা যে বনু আয়া লহায় দলে দল রে সুন্দরবন বনু আয়া লহায় দলে দল বনু আয়া লহায় দলে দল রে সুন্দরবন বনু আয়া লহায় দলে দল বাহাকের ডাহার বাবা বাহাকের ডাহার বাবা বাঙালি উৎসায়ু থাকো বাঙালি উৎসায়ু থাকো রে সুন্দরবন বাহাকের ডাহার বাবা বাহাকের ডাহার বাবা বাঙালি উৎসায়ু থাকো রে সুন্দরবন
কারণ জঙ্গলে তো প্রচুর বাঘ ছাড়া আছে, আরও হিংস্র জন্তু আছে, কিন্তু আমরা সবসময় বনবিবি মাকে ডেকেই আমরা স্মরণ করে কাজকর্ম করি। বনবিবি যদি না থাকতো জঙ্গল বাদায় যেয়ে এইভাবে আমরা ফিরে তো বাড়ি আসতে পারতাম না।
আর দয়ার মা বন বিবি বনের মাঝারে মুশকিলে পড়িলে ডেকো মা বলিয়া তারে মা বলে ডাকিলে তারে দয়া বান হইয়া আর বিপদ কান্ডারি হয়ে লিবে উদ্ধারিয়া।
কিন্তু আমরা যখন বনবিবি পুজো দিচ্ছি, আমরা হিন্দু লোক হলেও আমরা তো আল্লাহ আল্লাহ বলছি, আল্লাহ আল্লাহ না বললেই তো আমাদের ভোগটা হচ্ছে না। তাই
নৌকা খোলো বাদাম তোলো ভাটা যে বয়ে গেল রে নৌকা খোলো ঈশান কোণে মেঘ কইরাছে খোদা করতেছে শো শো ওরে ভব নদীর পারে যাবার তাড়ারে পুরো।
Namaste. From the forest, Let's go to a place where two cultures coexist. Eppadi irukkinga? Kasakai bara ahina? Have you heard about Tamil and Marathi blend together in a beautiful art form? Poikal Kuthirai, the famous Tamil folk dance, originated in Maharashtra. The Marathas conquered Thanjavur around 1675 and ruled for 180 years. The dance was traditionally performed in the king's court. In modern times, the dance is performed at weddings and official functions. In Thanjavur, the dancers speak Marathi at home and worship Tursa Bhavani, a goddess whose main temple is in Osmanabad, Maharashtra. We have Nadi Rao, who performs this item with his wife Kamachi. They wear a dummy horse with fine Thanjavur glasswork around their hips. They strap on wooden legs that mimic the sound of hooves and portray a king and a queen. This dance was in great demand until 20 years ago. Unfortunately, today the art form is in decline. Let us hope we can preserve this amazing tradition as we now enjoy the performance.
சுமார் 30-40 வருஷத்துக்கு தொழிலும் நல்லா இருந்துச்சு, நிகழ்ச்சி நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. தஞ்சாவூர்லமா பொய்க்காலுக்கு ஒரு ஆடிட்டு இருந்தார். இந்த பொய்க்கால் குதிரை ஆட்டம் என்பது மிக உயர்ந்த கலை, கடினமான கலை, பயங்கரமான கலை.
காரணம் என்றால் நமது ராஜா எதிரிகள் வரும் பொழுது தலையை தேங்காய் சீவுவது போல சீவுவார். இந்த வாத்தியம் துர்ஜா பவானியுடைய குலதெய்வ வாத்தியம். குதிரை வீரர் கண்டோபா அப்படின்னு கூட சொல்லலாம்.
Forests are like sponges. Yes, they are like sponges that absorb water when it rains and keep the vegetation alive. Forests act like sponges in more than one way. They are also repositories of knowledge, culture, and language. Today, natural forests in India thrive mainly in places where tribes live and protect them. They protect them not because of mere economic value, but because their cultural, spiritual, and every other strand of life runs through the forest. In the next item, we will see young Santali girls of Pakur in Jharkhand singing their traditional song in Santali about protecting and rejuvenating their forest. Their message is, come on sisters, we will dig a hole and plant a tree. It will give us shade from the hot sun, and in the long run, we can enjoy the fruits. Let us listen carefully as their message is relevant across our planet.
Welcome, happy welcome, Mita Kubu. Happy welcome, Mita Kubu. Mahamala gatawa bun, mahamala sajawa bun. Mano tan pida kubu noro aku. Mano tan pida kubu noro aku. Happy welcome, Mita.
और बचाव नवा बीर दो ले बचाव किदा थोड़ा थोड़ा निंका निंका दारी तहे कना न लटू लटू आदो उना दो कमिटी रन ले मिता को कोड़ा को देला बो उना दबुन सफाया हेड़ा गोटा बीर को हेड सफा किदा निंका निंका कोड़ा ओ हेड सफा किदा को आ झंडी को बीर किदा माट रिया गोटा बीर आलो पे मागा बो
La 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 didi gadla bun la didi dari bun raho सर्दी से तुम डिगी डिगी जुड़ा से बोलता है ना जय जुग जियो नबी पल बुनिया माँ सर्दी से तुम डिगी डिगी जुड़ा से बोलता है ना जय जुग जियो नबी पल बुनिया माँ ला 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 दीदी गडला बुन लाए दीदी धरी बुन रहो सर्दी से तुम डिगी डिगी जुड़ा से बोलता है ना जय जुग जियो नबी
Kanikamma, that's how you would be greeted in the land of kings, Rajasthan. The rich Rajasthani culture is reflected in their famous textiles, semi-precious stones, and colorful handicrafts. The Kamat community is known for the Tera Tali dance. This sequence is a tribute to a local folk hero who devoted his life to help the oppressed. Tera Tali is performed with 13 Tera different styles, including the famous Ghumar. Nirmala Devi and her all-women group are accomplished dancers. She says, dancing every day with the same energy is not easy. And yet, Nirmala and her troupe continue to mesmerize audiences every single day. Let us be enthralled by their amazing stagecraft.
लोग बोलते हैं ये क्या है, ये डांस करने वाली है, लेकिन ये हर किसी से नहीं होता, इसमें बहुत मेहनत है। आज भाभी जी करते वो मटके वाला 11 मटके लेके, तो वो मतलब 10-15 मिनट का ही है, लेकिन वो सिर से पसीना थे। मेरे दादा दादी के भी मम्मी को हम लेके थे और मेरी दादी वो मंजीरा बजा दी थी। तो हमने बोला अपन भी कोई डांस शुरुआत करें, तो डांस से मतलब थोड़ा कमाएंगे 2 पैसे। सीखने में तो लगता मिनिमम 12 महीना जैसे तो लगते ही। मैं तो जब 12 साल की थी जब से मैंने सीखा। वो अलग अलग तरीकों से बजाया जाता है, 13 ढंग से पूरा। बैठ के भी बजाते, सो के भी बजाते, मुंह में तलवार लेके भी
मम्मी ने बुआ ने मिलके बहुत सारी लेडीज़ को सिखाया हमारी कास्ट में। तो वो लेडीज़ सीखे, अब उनकी लड़कियों को सिखा दिया। कोई एक दिन की बंद करके कमरा पूरा और अकेली करती थी, घड़ा लेके बैलेंस बनाती थी। 1 साल में तो पूरी परफेक्ट हो गई। बागुर की हवेली में 2-3 बार सीखने के बाद भी गिराया था, तो थोड़ा सा बैलेंस बिगड़ गया था, दोनों लोटे नीचे गिर गए थे। दूसरी बार जाने का ही मन नहीं कर रहा था, स्टेज पे जाऊंगी नहीं अब सोच के रखा था, पर अब
तो करके मैंने काम निकाला। वापिस कमाती हूँ और वापिस जितने में और कोई दूसरा खर्चा आ जाता है, वापिस लेती, वापिस देती रहती। मेरी आज मेरी सासू माँ है तो आज इतनी बनेगा।
We have seen exquisite performances that speak to the rich rainbow of enrapturing folk and tribal arts across India. We have traveled to less heralded areas of India, experienced the pristine purity, and appreciated the deep-rooted culture of our tribal folks. In order to further appreciate this subject, we are extremely honored to present a video message from an expert in this field, Professor Ganesh Devi. He's best known for his landmark book, People's Linguistic Survey of India. He was a professor of English and then abandoned his academic career to focus on preserving tribal cultures and languages. He founded the Adivasi Academy, as well as the Bhasha Research and Publication Center, which focused on tribal languages and culture. His numerous honors include the Padma Shri and the Sahitya Academy Award. Let us listen and learn.
Poet William Wordsworth said, "My heart leaps up when I behold a rainbow in the sky. So it was when I was a child. So it is now that I'm a man. So it will be when I grow old." I read this when I was a child. Now at the age of 70, I've been thinking as to when my heart was lifted up by looking at the rainbow. And the very few moments I remember are the moments when I was with Adivasis of India, looking at the beautiful things they make and the beautiful shapes they use for their paintings and patterns. One really felt that one was visiting a rainbow. When one looked at the lines they draw, the shapes they make, the colors they bring in, all in complete harmony with the nature around and without an iota of a desire to project oneself. It was as if it was the art of the collective, art of the entire world, art which one could access, art one could contribute to, art one inherited, possessed, and carried in one's heart for the next generation.
As mentioned, Dr. Devi founded the Bhasha Center. One of the dances we will see, the Rathwa from Gujarat, was provided by Bhasha. AID has been honored to support Bhasha and their yeoman efforts. In order to support Bhasha or the 7 projects that the Cincinnati chapter does support, we of course need funds. We know these projects are making a big difference in the lives of tribal people, marginalized sections of society, as well as economically disadvantaged persons. We have raised about 6,800, and we hope you can help us reach 20,000 today. Please make your donation and post it on the chat window. I mentioned 6,800, and I see it's got increased to 8,400 even as we speak. So please post it on the chat window so others are encouraged to contribute. Now, I talked about donations, but really, is it not about our own future, the future of our motherland, and the future of our own planet? Oprah Winfrey said, to move forward, you have to give back. For those of us who are from India, let us give back to the country of our roots. And for others, let us give to protect our environment and our planet. As Dr. Bhagat, who's our mentor at AID, he says, we do not donate, but invest in our own future. So ladies and gentlemen, let us invest in our future and the future of our planet. As you see on the slide, the website is cincinnati.aidindia.org/support-AID. We will post this web address on the chat window as well. We hope you will generously support us and continue to do whatever you can to help us with the work and the work that our project partners do. We thank you and we appreciate your generosity. We'd also like to now thank and appreciate the generosity of sponsors who have supported this event.
From the arid deserts of Rajasthan to the green hills of Mizoram, from west to east, India travels. Next, we showcase a very dynamic, colorful, vibrant folk dance called the bamboo dance. This is a popular traditional dance performed in Mizoram and other northeastern states of India. We will see how the male performers clap bamboos rhythmically, while the female dancers use their traffic feet intricately. Inspired by Mother Nature, the movements depict the sowing trees, the flying birds, and the waves of ripened paddy. The dance is believed to have originated in the 1st century AD, and interestingly, similar dances are found in Myanmar and Philippines. Come, let us celebrate this ancient tradition and appreciate the extraordinary artistry of the bamboo dance.
Dance is communication of thoughts and sentiments through music and movement. Traditionally, the bamboo dance communicated the joy of a good harvest. Now, cruising south along the Bay of Bengal into Tamil Nadu, we see dance used as a medium of communication. Tappatam or Parayatam was traditionally used to forewarn civilians of war zones, gather farmers for harvest and festivals, and alert the presence of a wild animal. Traditionally performed by male dancers who play their own handheld drums called tappu. This is followed by Karagatam, performed both by men and women, where the Karagam, the water pot, is the main focus, praying to Mariamman, the goddess of rain. We end with Oyilatam, again traditionally performed by men using handkerchiefs as props, is accompanied by the towel and folk songs. Oyil means beauty. This dance is hence the dance of beauty. Let us enjoy these beautiful dances performed by Kali Veerabhadran and his troupe, a male Dalit dancer who broke several social taboos: Tappatam, Karagatam, and Oyilatam.
What rhythm! Next, we move on. The Gorobas live in Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, and adjoining states. Well, it is believed the word Goroba signifies a person who carries a load on the shoulders. Incidentally, the Gorobas were employed as palanquin bearers in the hills. The Gorobas have many languages and dialects. Both men and women tie their long hair with linseed oil and decorate it with forestry flowers and different ornaments. The most striking feature is the woman wearing traditional neck rings, which are about 500-700 grams in weight. Imagine they cannot even be removed without the help of a blacksmith. Traditionally, it is only removed after their death. They are also well known for their tribal dance, the Dhemsa, which is typically performed by the women wearing their famous garang saris to the bold drum beats produced by men. Come, let us resonate with the vibrant spirit that rings through the Dhemsa dance of the Gorobas.
আর মোর ভাই মুন্ডরে সুনা মকুট আর সুনা মকুট যে দিশুথিব ঝট ঝট
মলি দলি দলি গেহরি গালি বানা মুগে দেখি বেবলি ওই রসতে বামুকু দেখি বিবলি
We dance for laughter, we dance for tears. We dance for madness, we dance for fears. We dance for hopes, we dance for screams. We are the dancers, we create the dreams. Dancing while you surrender to the music is the truest expression of emotions. In a folk dance, the expression manifests a sense of community. As we watch three dance forms from states that are widely spread across India, we notice the free spirit of the dancers. The first being Kalbelia, who are a traveling gypsy tribe known for snake handling and charming. Their dance includes enchanting serpent-like movements and the colorful twirling of their traditional dress. Next is the Rai dance, The Rai people live mainly in Sikkim and Nepal. Rai means king in Old Nepali, and their dances are expressions of joy and vitality. And finally, we have the Gedi dance, which features Gond men from Madhya Pradesh. They dance on bamboo stilts to produce their unique rhythmic piece. Let us watch these diverse dancers and create our own dreams.
Folks, moving on, we continue our journey across India and see dancers from 3 other states, Gujarat, Assam, and Maharashtra. Again, the dances depict how seemingly simple steps unite the community and foster a sense of togetherness. In what appears to be a precursor to the modern day Garba dance, the first performance is the Rathwa dance from Gujarat. The Rathwa live in hilly forest regions and are known for their Pithora artwork. Next, we see a Bagarumba dance from the Bodo tribe in Assam. The Bodo are considered to be some of the first people to rear silkworms and produce silk material. Bodo men and women typically wear the colorful scarf called the aranoi. Then we go to Nandurbar in Maharashtra. We see the Pawara tribe dance around a bonfire with bows and arrows and animal-inspired face masks. The wildlife of the region dictates the dance of the Pawara, and the tiger is a major motif in their lives and dances. Let us go to these different regions and be enthralled by their poetry in motion.
Joy shared gets doubled, and sorrow shared gets halved. Dance and music is all about sharing milestones in life, or even life in general. We end today's program with vignettes on how dance and music are integral to cultures across India. These dances show the spiritedness of groups where the simple steps in harmony are a joy to watch. As we watch the dances, we feel like getting up and dancing ourselves. This is true of a Ladakhi dance set against the awe-inspiring backdrop of the Himalayan trees, with the participants wearing attire needed for the chilly terrain. The same spiritedness of the Solikaru tribal dance from Biligiri Ranga hills of Karnataka. The Solikaru have their own ethnic religion and their own language. Their dance depicts their connectivity with nature as they celebrate around a tree while adorned with leaves. Even though Ladakh and Karnataka are 2,000 kilometers apart, these vignettes show the same sentiment, the spiritedness of a community and the celebration of life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm deeply honored today to pass our vote of thanks to all our AID supporters, without whom we wouldn't be able to have today's event. Starting with our content providers, Bhasha Research and Publication Center, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Government of India, Pari, Shomnath Mukherjee, Wilderness Films. We would like to thank our two magicians who helped us with the videos, Partho De from AID Kolkata and Sharod Sharkar from AID California. Also, we would like to thank the owner of the Nrityapurna studio from where we are broadcasting today's event. A heartfelt thanks to all our MCs, to the event sponsors, and our publicity supporters, Cincinnati Desi Golfers, Triveni Mitra Mandal, and Bharat FM. last but not least, we would like you to donate. You are the one, you are the philanthropist, whom are the asset for our organizations. We would like you to donate using the link as shown here. So please donate us so that we can work together and forge a better tomorrow. So I think in the interest of time, unfortunately, we would not be able to take the questions. However, please post your questions in the chat box and feel free to contact us via the email. You can hear from us very soon, and we can assure you that. And finally, the last hour has came. I'm really, really happy to share the news that we were able to raise almost 9K from today's event. However, our target is 15K, and you are the one who can make it happen. So please, please donate us so that we can make a better tomorrow. So with that, I would like to invite Sri Murli to provide a few vote of thanks also. Sri.
Thank you very much, Joyita. And thank you all for joining us today. It means a lot to us. And so once again, please see if you can dip into your wallets and make a little bit more of a dent, because we're up to 9,155. We'd hoped we'd raise more. So we thought we'd probably even hit 20K. Of course, that's ambitious. But can you please see if you can help us add to our coffers, add to supporting the different projects that Cincinnati has. And especially in this year of the pandemic, it's been difficult. We have done a lot of work for COVID relief, as you saw from all the project slides. And there's so much work that needs to be done on an ongoing basis for all our projects. So our humble plea and request is consider if you can up your donation and do whatever you can to support our work, our projects, and keep us all going. And of course, you're welcome to join us, to help us volunteer, to raise funds, do whatever it is that you'd like to do. But we really appreciate you participating today. It's been such a learning journey for all of us as we learned more about our own land, India, and the tribal cultures and how they live in harmony with the community they thrive in, the environment and nature. So anyway, we hope you were also encouraged, and we hope you're encouraged to support us with your funds. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful evening.